Pickaxe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special micro VGO on vacation. John, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
So you're walking around the beach right now on the Cape somewhere.
I am, yeah. I've been trying to do 5 miles every day.
What?
And, yeah.
On vacation.
What? Yes.
You're like my sister. She's on vacation, like counting her calories. Like, do you guys know what a vacation is? You take a break from your normal routine so you can relax and recuperate and enjoy the good life. You know, the life I live. You're walking around the beach.
There's a lot of excess. Yeah. You know, I went to an Italian restaurant last night. Mm-hmm. There's this dish I love called zuppa di pesce. Do you know this?
Okay, let's not talk about food.
It's like seafood with like gravy. It's great. Marinara. I love it.
Okay.
So I ate a lot of that last night. I had some wine. Things are good, Michelle. Now I'm walking it off. I got to get rid of this.
I'm glad you're taking a break. And we don't often take off shows on VGO, but we are off this week, so no live show tonight. If you're listening to this on our new Supercast feed, thank you so much. Remember, you guys can sub on videogameoutsiders.com with that red button. You get the 20-year back catalog, the weekly bonus shows like this, and the ad-free versions of VGO. And a lot of people have been doing it, swapping over, so thank you for that. Libsyn is being phased out. So as far as what we're going to do now, we're going to try to talk about some games and kind of what we're doing, because John, you sent me a photo of you playing your Switch and Steam Deck. You have them at the hotel and everything.
I do.
Okay.
Yes. That's the first thing I do. I check in and immediately I go to work. HDMI cables, ports. Right. How do I switch inputs on this
again,
TV?
Not That's taking a break from your usual life, still walking, gaming, and whatever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the worst part, though, is some hotels, they have a remote that's like proprietary. It didn't come with the TV, and it's missing like the input select button on it. Mm-hmm. And then you guys start figuring out how to get to the controls without it and stuff. But it all worked out. What?
I don't know. I've just, never mind. So anyway, we are giving away a copy of Wu Chang in the Discord from our sponsor, cdkeys.com. Save a few bucks on that game. So Rye is going to be reviewing Wu Chang and Killing Floor 3, I believe, next week when he's on. So if you're curious about those games, definitely check him out. So as far as me, I have been playing a bunch of little stuff. So I want to talk quickly about Warframe's studio is making a fantasy MMO, John. It's called Soulframe. And they're doing these sort of alpha tests that they're calling Preludes. And right now they just came out with a bigger one, Prelude 10. It's the 10th time they've done this update. There's a play test going on. I actually bought a key for like $1 on a key site because I wasn't up on the loop. I had never like applied or anything like that. And it was going on. I'm like, I want to check this out. So it actually looks
Now this is
really
a
cool.
first person shooter MMO.
No, it's a third-person fantasy MMO, and it's very MMO light. It's sort of like...
But isn't Warframe a shooter?
Yeah, this is Soulframe. It's not Warframe.
Warframe.
It's
I thought you said Warframe.
Well, it's from the studio who made Warframe. This is Soulframe, and they are doing this MMO. So it's kind of MMO light right now. It seems to follow a bit of the Warframe sort of formula from what I've played of Warframe. Look, there's a lot I like about this. It's still very early, but it was very beautiful. The world was nice. I like the questing. I like the talent trees. The combat, it starts off very slow, but it starts to unfold a little bit. It feels kind of like... I don't know, almost like you're playing Elder Scrolls because I kept going into these little caves and then emerging out of them. Like I kind of felt like I was in an RPG. I felt a lot less of the MMO-ness, even though you saw players once you get to a certain part in it. I felt more like I was playing an RPG. So I'm very curious. This is definitely one to watch for me. Soulframe. And
what would you compare this to?
I'd compare it to Warframe or like a casting version.
Okay, like a fantasy MMO, like is this like World of Warcraft? Is it like what's it like?
To me, it felt more like I was in an RPG, and the combat is not like tab target or anything lock on. It's sort of like aiming, and you have these combo moves you pull off. Like I was using a staff, and there's like this bird you follow. He's a little annoying at first, but every second you can snap your fingers and you send this bird out the trail of where you're supposed to go. Now, the downside of that is you kind of mindlessly follow this bird. The plus side is, I think for new players that aren't used to kind of old school MMOs, we sort of go out there in the world and get lost. They're going to really like that because it does right now. Of course, it's early. throw you into the world.
Yeah.
You're kind of confused. You don't know what's going on. But I personally like that as someone who's been gaming for a long time. I know younger generations, people in their 20s, maybe not used to that. So I don't know. I like this. I want to play more, but I kind of stopped because I said, look, I like this enough to play this when it comes out. And I assume it's going to be free to play like Warframe. So do you follow Soulframe if you haven't been and you're at all a fan of RPGs or MMOs or even liking Warframe, but this is like a caster, sword and shield, kind of Knights Templar sort of version of it. You know, it almost has an Italian Renaissance thing going on. There's like kind of Leonardo da Vinci in the game in a way.
But Michelle, you're confusing me. You said it's more like an RPG than an MMO. So is it an MMO RPG? I don't get it.
Yeah, but usually RPGs have a different sort of, I don't know, exploration and quest system than MMOs. It didn't feel like a fetch quest type of thing. You know, in MMOs, it's typically go to the farm and pick out 12 pumpkins and kill everybody.
Right.
This was more like you were doing actual RPG quests. It felt a little more linear. So that's what I mean.
Single player type stuff.
Yeah. So there were puzzles and stuff, and there's different factions you choose, like as which sort of spirit. I think I'm spirit, so I'm focusing on like staves, and but you can swap your weapons. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I just think that right now, like I don't want to play anymore because like I know I like this enough to play it. I'm definitely going to play this when it comes out. So I kind of feel like this is on my radar now, and it wasn't before. So you can play now. I think still it's going on if you like buy a key for $1 or something. But I think it's pretty cool. So definitely keep an eye out.
Will this be
for Soulframe.
Will it be free to play like Warframe?
I'm assuming it will be. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know yet. So that's one to watch. And then Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game, comes out in about an hour. I think I have a key coming, so I'll probably check that out and maybe talk about it next week. I didn't get a chance to yet because it's not out. It's a weird thing. Usually they come out at night, but it's a New Zealand studio. It's from Weta Workshop. Now, they're the ones who did the CGI for Lord of the Rings. Back in the day, it was only like them and ILM who were the good ones, right? But I didn't know they had their hands still in other stuff like games. And they also make stuff for like the Valve offices. They made the Portal sculpture, and they made like some Dota stuff that I think O'Malley has taken photos of and shown us like how cool the Valve studio was. So yeah, they're still involved in games and doing stuff and current movies. So Weta Workshop, this is like their first like solo project game, I think, outside of Shadows of Mordor. So I'm curious to check that out. And then I tried a lot of demos, John, like just really quickly, I'll go through. One is called Grimshire. If you guys like Stardew Valley, I recommend this one. It's like a dark, almost furry because you're a rabbit, but you're not. It's like a dark, grim Stardew Valley. And there's so much in this demo. I had to quit. I got overwhelmed. I was like, I can't do this right now. There's like meet every person, get every tool, do this. Like it's literally Stardew Valley, but in like a dark world. So check out the Grimshire demo on Steam. And then also really quickly, I tried Prison Escape Simulator. This digging genre, John, is kind of going on its own thing because there's another one called One Man's Trash where you vacuum up stuff. But anyway, so I did play a game about digging a hole. I know you did too. I liked it because it was relaxing. Now, Prison Escape Simulator, not relaxing. And once again, there is a demo for this. So you are digging and trading for toilet paper. And as you dig in your cell, you are finding stuff to sell to the grimy guards. And they give you toilet paper, which you then give other inmates so you can get perks and go deeper down and try to escape.
It's cash.
It's basically, but they need to come up with a better cash than toilet paper. It should be like cigarettes or what shanks. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing in there. Soap. But so I don't know. It wasn't, they missed the point of what the digging is supposed to be. It's supposed to be chill. That's why people like digging and mining and cutting down trees like I do in games. This was like pressure digging. I couldn't handle it, but it was a pretty cool concept. I think it's like a $5 game, but check out the demo if you're at all into the digging genre like I am. Check out Prison Escape Simulator. It's a playweight game. So, these, I think we looked them up. They're Germans or whatever, but
Swedes. Yeah.
I don't think you like to call everybody a Swede, but these Europeans love these sort of little sim games that they've been popping out. So yeah, I did all that. And I don't know, I'm looking forward to kind of what's coming up here. We got Mafia 3, or no, 4 rather. I don't know. I've been watching some trailers for it and it kind of looks like it may not be great, but I'm open-minded for some of the bigger games that are coming out. So, and also Grounded 2, I didn't get a chance to try yet. I just I don't know. There's so much happening right now and so many games that it's kind of overwhelming, but I do want to check out Grounded 2 as well. That just came to Game Pass. I do want to kind of give that one more time though, because the articles I'm seeing right now, saying it walks the line between frustration and brilliance, and people just saying it's kind of not ready yet. And that was my initial concern because of what happened with the first Grounded. So yeah, a lot of gaming going on, but like I said, Rye will be covering Killing Floor 3 and Wu Chang, the Fallen Feathers game, next week. And I am just drinking a mocha coffee. All right, John, what have you been doing over there?
I think Grounded 2 is going to be big. I don't know why. Is it getting good reviews?
Well, like I said, it's people saying it's kind of,
mid.
Well, it's probably going to be great, but maybe it's not there yet. Right. Let me see what it's doing on Steam. Oh, I can't see it right now. You never liked survival crafts, though, so...
Yeah, I know.
I know, this is a PC gamer who I don't trust, says it's one of the best survival games I've ever played, even in early access. Now, like I said, I don't trust PC Gamer. They've completely gone to shit. But, yeah, I'll have to see what's going on with this. So, all right, what have you been doing? I'm
trying to find a bottle of water. Hang on.
Okay. Just a random, vagrant bottle of water on the side of the beach walk? What's the noise? I hear like
bridges.
What is that?
I'm in a store.
Why?
I'm leaving it.
You're doing this podcast from a store.
I just left it.
Okay.
They didn't have what?
Here's what you should do next time we do this. Do it from your hotel room quietly.
No.
Why?
I'm multitasking. This is good.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the multitaskingness of it. Okay.
All right. So, listen. Okay. So I'm on vacation. Obviously, I have my Steam Deck. I have my Switch. Now, yes. I've really only played 2 games, and I've tried a bunch of shit too. And let me tell you something, Michelle.
Right.
The Switch 2, not beach friendly.
Oh my God. Why?
Not good. It's not good.
Why?
I wanted to play Donkey Kong Bonanza on the beach. I can't see shit. It doesn't work.
Well, I told you the Nit's brightness on it is too low. I told you that. You didn't want to listen.
Well, the Steam Deck OLED's been fine.
Right.
I've been playing Fretless, which is a game that Rye recommended to me.
Fretless. You cut out, right? Fretless.
Yeah, Fretless. It's a little RPG game, kind of 16-bit art style. And the big hook is that the main character is a guitar player, and he's going to enter a battle of the bands, okay? Mm-hmm. And he has to go on this adventure to get shit to enter this contest. And it's turn-based combat, but the combat is all guitar-centric. His only weapon is a guitar. And you start out with an acoustic guitar, and then you get a bass guitar, and I'm assuming eventually I'll get an electric guitar. And then you're finding pieces and parts to upgrade the guitar. You'll find pickups and strings and guitar pedals and shit like that. And so you're becoming more powerful, and you have a deck of moves or riffs. Those are your attacks, okay?
You're cutting out, so stop bouncing around. Hold the mic to your mouth.
I'm not bouncing around.
Okay.
There's no mic. I need to get out of here.
There's a mic on everything. So there's no mic is not, how am I hearing you? There's a mic. You're cutting out. You're cutting out every second.
I need to get out of where I am. I walked into town. It's too populated. I need to get here. Oh my
God. This is a Stephen King movie. This is a nightmare. By the way, I just watched some Stephen King movie, The Life of Chuck, last night. I wanted to punch a wall watching it. Sorry, continue.
Really?
There was a 10-minute dance scene in the middle of it to drums. It was probably the most annoying scene I've ever watched. Yes, just a drum solo with Tom Hiddleston dancing for 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sorry, go ahead. So
I watched half of Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, I've been hearing about it, yeah. People say it's what you think it will be.
So anyway, Fretless, Michelle, do you want to talk about this? It's not bad. It's a cute little RPG. It's music themed, which I can kind of relate to. You get guitar pedals, you get riffs.
Yep.
You're upgrading your guitars for better attacks or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a cute little linear RPG, and it looks great on the beach. I could see everything pretty well.
God. John's beach game.
It is a little dark. So yeah, it's decent. And then most of the time though, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I have some opinions about this game, Michelle.
Okay. Now, last week you had said kind of it was a little repetitive in some ways.
Yes.
And I started seeing some people in our Discord. I popped into the Nintendo Switch channel and people are kind of like, and don't say anything yet, but from what I'm seeing, there was something to what you were saying. People are kind of like, I'm bored with it now. All I'm doing is doing this. What are your thoughts after playing more?
Yeah, and by the way, I got a little bit of shit when I said that. Okay, so these are my thoughts. And Matt McCarthy actually texted me wanting to know if that was a system mover, you know?
Oh, boy.
And
okay.
And I told him, I said, listen, there's some things about it I don't like, okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I told him I think it's an 8 out of 10.
Really?
But I said...
That's still
yes,
pretty good.
I know, and I said most reviewers are giving it a 10. I don't think it's a 10. I don't think it's as good as Odyssey.
Right.
Okay, after playing for a few more hours, I don't know, I probably played 8-10 hours of this game by now.
Yeah.
It is repetitive, 100%.
Yeah.
I stick with that statement. There's just not...
people are getting bored. I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
There's not a lot of variety.
Yep.
It is very easy. I've beaten bosses that look big and menacing, like, oh my God, this is the one. Nope.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
You know, because you have this Bonanza ability that turns you into like a raging Hulk, right? And so you always have enough mana, whatever you want to call it, to turn into that creature.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're... Because you're
builder spender. It should be a builder spender then, where you like go into it at least timed then, or you have to do an ability to build it up to be able to release it. If you can always be Hulk, what is the point of being Hulk?
You can always. I'm never low on mana. We'll just call it mana to turn into that. Okay. There's never been a time where I'm like, fuck, I can't become Hulk.
Right.
You know, I can always be Hulk. I always have enough
Sounds
coins
like
to do it.
poor game design, John.
Yeah, and so you turn into Hulk. And you can destroy everything and anything, no matter what, including bosses. And I encountered a really big fucking boss last night that looked like, oh my God, this is finally going to get good.
Yeah.
Nope. 2 seconds, he's dead.
Would you like it if Nintendo did like, okay, normal, like a kid's mode like this, and then like an actual like challenge mode or like, you know, an adult mode, like where it was like, shouldn't they have 2 difficulty levels or do they?
Well, they used to do. I mean, they've done that in the past, where like if you die too many times,
right? I know
they'll start assisting you.
Yeah.
It's like they've already made it easy, and there's no assist because they already made it easy, right?
Yeah. But even if you die a few times, I don't want them to assist me. You know, if I'm 7, maybe I do.
Well, here's the thing too. They have these balloons, okay? And this is from Donkey Kong Country, the rare game. When you fall off a cliff and you die, right? The balloon saves your ass and it brings you back up and you don't die. Okay.
Then what's the point of dying?
Right. But here's the thing. I've got like 30 fucking balloons. I'll never die in this game. Right.
Yeah.
So like when you're doing platforming and shit and you make a mistake and you fall off the earth, you know, there should be consequences.
But because they mindless. Give you I know because I've cheated in games before. Okay. Yeah. I've just tried to run through the story. Like, you know, I think I don't know, like maybe 10 years ago and stuff like I download something. They're called trainers. I'm sure you've used them before and it ruins the game. And I learned then like, okay, do not cheat in single player games because you can't just, it becomes a totally different game. If it's mindless and you don't care about dying. So I feel like Nintendo has like built-in trainers in this game and it's just not good.
Yeah. Yeah, you really cannot die. And I don't think I have once.
I don't think, you know what, like, I don't know. I'm looking at Nintendo's schedule for like upcoming games and like this Switch 2 just seems like outside of Mario Kart and I guess this, if you want to play it, like what is even coming? Like you don't need to rush out and get this thing because it looks like, I don't know, 2026 is like the first rumors of like a new good game. And I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just.
But I want to finish this a little bit though.
Oh,
because
more on the end. Okay.
Well, I don't dislike this game. I want to be clear about that, okay?
It's getting a 3-point bump, though, for being Nintendo. It's getting people reviewing it kinder.
The execution's really good. It is, okay? The destruction and this kind of Hulk thing going on with Donkey Kong, it is pretty remarkable how you can go through anything. But my critiques, though, with that is that there's so much chaos. The field of view is too small. You're too close to the action, right? It's very easy to get disoriented as you're like just making tunnels through mountains and shit. And the camera is constantly kind of in the way. Like this was a really challenging game with the camera. I'm telling you, because when you go underground, like where do you put the camera? Like, so they're constantly, you can see them just trying to move the camera in the right spot constantly. And it gets just a little like disorienting. And
yeah, there's also probably limitations performance-wise where they can't, because as somebody who loves to fuck with my FOV slider, okay, I'm a FOV slider fucker, you know when you pull it out, it's going to impact your performance because there's more stuff going on in the field of view, right, in a way, right?
Yeah.
Depending, because you can be pulling in, I know it's the same pixels, but you're pulling in more assets, right? More clouds are floating than somebody else sees.
It's not rendering everything off screen.
Exactly. So you're rendering more assets in some way, and it does seem to impact performance. And I bet they had to keep it zoned in up close, certain camera angles, so that they could hit the frame rate they wanted. And that's the limitations of the Switch, I think. Could
be. Or they wanted him to feel like he's big and gigantic because he's a big monkey, you know? I don't know. Could be that too. You know, like God of War, when they pulled the camera in, he seemed bigger, right?
Sure.
So yes, the game is repetitive, okay? I haven't really done a lot of oh my God stuff yet. I keep waiting for something new to happen. It doesn't really happen.
All I'm hearing is monkey can break walls. I mean, it's a tech demo then. I mean, the gameplay itself.
It's a collectathon.
But there's no challenge to collect anything. That's what I'm hearing.
Sometimes
it's an idle clicker.
Sometimes you'll scratch your head on some stuff, but it doesn't happen enough, you know?
Yeah.
Do I dislike the game? No, but I don't think it's a 10. I just don't, you know. I think this is for sure a new series. I think that Pauline has a lot of personality in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sickening sweet, their relationship in a way. Like you get these little houses that you build. They're just like beds that you can rest on, right? And then when you wake up, she's like, "Oh, donkey." She's like talking to him like they're like whatever, father daughter.
Right.
Like, do you think that the strings out there are dangerous? Do you think we can hold on to them?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There sounds like there's nothing appealing in this game for me. I do like completing, like destroying all stuff, like digging the hole. I wanted to clear out the whole hole, right? So maybe I would want to destroy the whole environment.
It's madness.
But it does seem like if there's no challenge or you have to stop and think, and how am I going to get here? If it's not actually making you think, it might get boring.
You do that very little.
Okay.
Less than I want, you know, where you're like perplexed about something, you know?
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to still keep playing it. I still like it, but I'm recognizing that I'm doing the same shit over and over again, and I'm just kind of on autopilot.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So other than that, you know, I've been trying to find other shit to play on the beach. I started ukulele over again. Do you remember that game? That's Platonic, which is rare, essentially.
Right.
That's like a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, which is one of my favorite games of all time. That's a very beach-friendly game. I started the whole game over. What?
Please don't say beach-friendly game ever again.
It is a beach. No, it's beach-friendly, Michelle. I can see everything. Game
is talking shit with the person next to you about why that guy's wearing that hat or that Speedo.
But ukulele's great.
Right.
And it's hilarious to me playing it with fresh eyes, just how much they ripped off Banjo-Kazooie. I know they made Banjo-Kazooie, but the music, the talking, all that shit's all in there. It's literally Banjo-Kazooie. And I kind of gave up on that game, and now I'm kind of regretting it, but it's been updated like 100 times since I played it originally. So I'm starting to play that again. And honestly, I've been going through my Steam library.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have so many fucking games in my Steam Deck that I want to play. Like, it's crazy, Michelle. Like, compared to the Switch, okay?
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's what I've been telling you, John. Like, yeah, you have your whole library. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Like, it really dawned on me yesterday on the beach. I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of games. Like, I'm like, oh, I played a half hour of this and stopped. I played 2 hours of this and stopped. I played 3 hours of this and stopped. It's like, I should go back to this. I should go back to that.
You close to 1,000 games like I do, or, you know.
Yeah, I do.
There's a lot of games in our Steam libraries, right? And with Nintendo, you're kind of only going off like what they're going to give you.
I've got 20 years of stuff basically, right?
Yep.
And it's all right there. So I don't know. I'm looking for some other stuff though. If you got anything else for me to play, I might get that Hobbit game.
I don't know if that's for you. I mean, you can get it, but do you like living the cozy life? I mean, I don't know.
Is it Animal Crossing with hobbits? I think it is.
I hope it is, but I don't
Valley.
think it is. I don't think so. I don't think that's what it's going to be. We'll see, because I'll play when it comes out today. And Grounded also isn't out yet. It's actually out in a couple of minutes too as well. So yeah, I mean, check out Game Pass when you get back or whatever. But yeah, we'll have a normal show next Tuesday. We'll be back.
Wait, this isn't normal?
No, this is very not normal. No.
Just so you guys know, Michelle hates when I want to do stuff like this. She's hate it. Upset.
No,
the audio quality, it's not worthy.
I just want to know why John can't sit in his hotel room with a phone for like 30 minutes. Why does he have to walk around in the wind?
Because this is my walk cast. I do this every 2 weeks. This is normal to me.
All right. Well, it's 9:30 a.m. This is not normal to me, just so you know.
I'm 2.17 miles into this walk right now. I'm trying to do 5.
I'm glad we can help you keep fit here. That's what we're doing, guys. You guys are listening and I'm talking to him. So this guy can be fit on vacation, 5 miles.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about fit, but you're letting me justify my clam strips and IPAs tonight. Okay.
Okay. Well, you do that any night. All right. So let's talk about some news quickly. Sony acquires a slice of Bandai Namco. So they now have a stake in Elden Ring. And something I didn't know was Sony owns Crunchyroll. And so with Bandai Namco, they're saying Sony's aim is to solidify anime and manga-focused partnerships. And obviously, they are the things that are seeing the most growth right now still, or just popularity even still exploding, even though it's already popular. So I know you like to say Sony's dead, but I kind of think this is the way Sony survives if they're going to capitalize on that.
Can we talk about Sony for a second? Because all I'm seeing is these job postings, okay?
Right.
That Sony's doing.
I thought that was a rumor that was like... debunked.
No, I think it's real.
Okay.
Looking for engineers to port their games.
Right.
And people are losing their mind about it. The Sony ponies are mad, okay? And I'm seeing people say Sony is dead. I don't know. Did I come up with that saying? I don't know if it seems like it.
I don't know. It just seems like a lot of the things we say on VGO gets said elsewhere. No, but
because Sony is dead is everywhere. And the ponies are losing their mind because what is a PlayStation gamer if this happens?
Sounds to me like Sony's about to make more money.
I think they are too. I think Sony's going, holy fuck. They're going, Forza is their number 1 selling game on our fucking hardware.
Right.
Okay, we got to we got to put Spider-Man on Xbox.
Spider-Man on Xbox. But look, there's not a lot of Xbox gamers. I think Sony already capitalized on the PC by putting Spider-Man on Steam where it sold well. You know, the money to be made for Sony.
But there's still millions of
but the
people.
risk reward for Sony is a lot worse doing this. Okay, here's what I think. So Xbox puts a game, there's more PlayStations out there, they get more sales. Now Sony, if you do that, you may get a few more sales, but you are maybe degrading the reason to own a PlayStation.
I suppose.
So for them, it's riskier, I think, because they already have more sold. But why leave money on the table? Look, I've been saying this for a while. Exclusives are dead. They're only timed. Only Nintendo is really doing them. And as you can see, it's kind of not fun having to have that one device to play 2 games right now. When if they were on, I bet you would have preferred to just play them on your OLED. Steam Deck, right? So I think that this whole idea is dumb, and I applaud Sony for putting their games everywhere too, if they are. I think everybody should be doing that. Like, what the fuck are we doing out there? It's not 1987, okay, where your mom only bought you 1 console, or, you know, it's like
and the hardware was proprietary.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, it's not the case anymore. And I don't know. And they were saying too, or at least I read that they're talking about putting their shit on the Switch too also.
Why not?
So I want it to happen. I I've said this a million times, and it's true. The money's in the software. It's not in the hardware. Right. Mm-hmm. So
the thing with Sony as well, though, like Kevin has told us, they hate Nintendo. And so apparently they have also secured Digimon. And what's interesting is, of course, Pokemon with Nintendo, they were just suing Palworld. If they come out with Digimon, Nintendo won't sue them for riding on mounts, will they? Right? Because they have that sort of thing. So
Well, that's been around. When my kids were younger, my oldest daughter,
it's been
Digimon
around,
was,
but it's going.
But
to
that
be,
was around like as much as Pokemon. It was clear as day.
But it's going to be pretty apparent now when a Digimon game comes out where you can mount pets. And they don't sue them, but they sue Pal World for mounting pets. Like Kevin was saying, it's sort of like a unspoken, we won't go after you because you're big kind of thing, because you'll go after us for what we do kind of thing.
It's a Cold War, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're going to only own 2.5% of Bandai Namco, but that does give them rights to certain properties, and they are continuing that anime focus. So I don't know. I have faith in the future for Sony, but it's just like I do feel like exclusives are you guys can fight against them. You can say they're needed to sell consoles. At some point, though, that's all running out because people are starting to want to just play their games anywhere, and there's good and bad sides to that because it's sometimes lowest common denominator. But I don't think Sony's going anywhere. I think Xbox is changing into what it is, and I think PC's solid. Nintendo's not. Like they're all going to be still around. I don't think Eddie's going to shut down. It's just like it's more about the games and less about the hardware now, and maybe that's good,
as it should be.
Yep.
Because we're with the PC. Are you thinking? I mean, obviously we think about our PCs, we build them and all that, but you're not thinking, oh, I invested in Windows. No. Right? It's like it's Steam. That's all you care about, right?
The developers are competing for my time and money, so I want the best game, really, right? Because I already have. If you have your hardware, you get to pick and choose whatever. But like maybe that will make better games because they actually have to make the money off the games and not the hardware. Now, John, Nintendo continues to insist that Mario and Peach are just good friends. What do you think of that?
I saw that. Now,
I know.
Why did they do this? By the way, is this because of the confusion with Pauline?
I think so.
But that confuses things even more because Pauline's a little fucking kid now.
Well, he's a groomer. Mario's a groomer, I guess. I think people are saying it's bullshit because they show like Mario and Peach kissing and like hugging and like comments and things. They're saying it's just not true, but I don't know.
He's rescuing the princess, and isn't there like hearts above them and stuff?
No guy is rescuing a princess unless he wants to bang her. Okay, so Nintendo, I'm calling bullshit. There's maybe Peach friend zone him, but he's not. That's not what he's in for. She's like the guy she's using for like emotional support. Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, in the Donkey Kong arcade game, when Mario rescues Pauline, there is a heart. They're facing each other, and there's a heart above them. Okay.
Right.
And then Donkey Kong grabs Pauline, and then the heart breaks in half. So clearly, there was a love interest there, right?
I think maybe he just wants to bang Peach, but he truly loves Pauline. It can get complicated out there in the Mushroom Kingdom. But so I thought that was a funny article. It's Nintendo trying to maybe promote the Pauline thing. Maybe in the next Mario game, we'll see Pauline again, because she has been getting kind of a good response from people and people wanting to see her character again. I mean, she's going to come back in Odyssey too, right? And maybe she's the love interest or something again. So there's
I don't know. It's weird.
The Steam Deck 2 and a home console are reportedly in the works, and Sony may be helping to turn the handheld into the portable PlayStation game device I really want. What?
Those are two separate points, by the way.
They put them together in the same Tech Radar article.
I know.
The same headline.
It's confusing. It looks like Sony's helping Valve. They're not. Right. Those are two things.
Okay. So why are they doing this?
I don't know, because bloggers are brain dead. I have no idea.
This is AI.
But okay, so I've been saying this all along that Valve needs to make a living room something, right? A Steam box, a Steam Deck without a screen. Makes complete sense.
And they need to get it in the targets, like you're saying. They need to get it out there for the average Joe, that maybe because do
a bundle. That's the secret. Meaning a game bundle. Put Dead Cells on there. Just take all the top games, the top indie games, whatever, put it on the box, right?
Yeah,
then it's not
people
confusing,
are familiar
right?
with all these games now, because they're all over the Switch eShop. I think that is so these indie games, nobody goes like, what's Dead Cells now, right? Because people have probably seen it everywhere on their Apple
It's on Apple
device.
TV, for God's sakes. Yeah,
exactly. So,
But that's just an example of a game off the top of my head, right? Just put a bunch of games on the cover, includes these 10 games, right?
Yeah.
Then people go, oh, I can play that on this for $200? Really?
Yeah.
in my living room.
Well, they
That's
got to get
awesome.
the price down to $200. That's the first step. Here's an article for you, John. We did also get an email from somebody saying Call of Duty is dead. Now, this kind of goes along. Let me hear. So this is from Phil. COD is dead, John. He wanted to tell you that. And also this article says Call of Duty is firmly in its slop era. It is now Battlefield 6's game to lose. And there was news about the Battlefield beta and stuff. People saying like, now's the time to come in. People are sick of all these stupid Beavis and Butthead skins and COD becoming, Nicki Minaj, and they want to go back to like warfare. So.
Yeah, I saw that a lot the last week about Battlefield 6, and people are losing their mind, and they're saying, listen, Battlefield, don't do stupid skins, no wall jumping, no fast speed running.
Right.
Just make a fucking military shooter.
Don't chase a new audience. Just keep the one that you guys had and built. The people that liked Battlefield, right?
Right. So, I mean, yeah, Call of Duty has been chasing Fortnite, I think, which is the problem. And maybe they've been more profitable as a result.
Right.
But it has tarnished the game. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's distracting and it's weird.
So there's a 2-day countdown here. Is this when the beta is out or something?
For Battlefield
6, yeah, it says 2 days and they're counting down right now.
Is that the trailer?
No, the trailer's out now.
But is there another trailer?
Lock and load for the ultimate all-out warfare. Watch a reveal trailer now. Plus, tune in for the multiplayer reveal event July 31st. Okay, so that's when people are thinking there might be a multiplayer beta or something.
Beta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed up for the alpha and never got into that. And I'm still salty.
All right, well, John.
Upsetting, Michelle.
Anything else we want to cover news-wise?
Trying to think of the stories I saw. Can't think of anything at the top of my head. What else is going on? Nothing?
No, not really.
It's hard for me to look up news right now because I'm on my phone.
There's these groups trying to shut down certain games. I know we didn't really touch on that.
Oh, I did see that. The porn shit. So, like,
it's not just that, though. They also just took off mouthwashing. They're going after horror next. It's like these special interest groups, that are just basically wanting to ban things they don't like.
Well, the problem with all of this, even the porn thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What is porn and who decides? Okay. So is it cartoon boobs?
Yeah.
Now we take you off. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Is
like
that
I said,
porn?
I played Leisure Suit Larry growing up and, it would be something like that. Anything with that tag. And they're also going after horror next. I just feel like Steam already has that sort of setup. When you create an account, you can make it a child account and you can block out all like adult or not safe for work or horror games, whatever you want to do. And like, we don't need this extra layer of hand holding, in my opinion.
Well,
so.
Okay, so I've seen this the last few days online. The UK is going to be demanding that you upload an ID to play games.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think that's a privacy concern, right? Especially with children involved. But yeah, I think there's.
Well, yeah, it's bad as an adult. It's even honestly. Now I think about it, I don't want my kid uploading an ID to a database that could get leaked.
Mm-hmm. So I think that, the intent, road to whatever, but I feel like it's there's more than meets the eye here. It's not some, let's protect the children. It's just some like, let's shut down, anything. Let's get control. Maybe they can not accept credit card payments on certain games and allow you to pay with Steam Bucks or, your PayPal. Like there's got to be some way.
Well, that's another thing, Michelle, is like, that whole PayPal thing. Why do we need credit cards anymore?
Like, we don't need you.
Because those activist groups that were trying to shut down the porn on Steam, they went after PayPal. Right?
Yeah.
And then PayPal went to Steam and said, you're charging porn on PayPal. And then so Steam pulled the games.
Well, the thing is, when will this apply to Twitch? When these OnlyFans girls are literally peddling themselves to children? And what about like, what is porn? What is like, it's getting really annoying in a way because...
Well, that's what I was saying is the worst part of all of this. I mean, yes, I agree. Kids shouldn't see this shit. I would not want my daughters participating in any of that shit. Right. But if you were a parent setting up a Steam account for your child, they already wouldn't because you would flag it as a child account. Yes, I was active in what they played and have access to. Right. So I was a parent.
If a parent isn't active with their child, you banning the game on Steam isn't going to save that child's life or protect them because they're seeing way worse things on TikTok and they're probably not being parented kids, so they're doing way worse shit at school. Like, it's not my job to take care of like you being a shitty parent. So, you know, I don't, at some point you're infringing on the freedom and expression of artists and adults trying to purchase things.
Well, that's the problem I have with that, is that who gets to define what porn is or what anything is, right?
Right.
So you're the gatekeeper. You decide. Well, you're a prude. You're whatever. What I find is normal, you find is like whatever, like salacious.
Right, I don't want to live. I mean, it's America. I should be able to live what I find acceptable, right? So some of these things, slippery slope, but apparently, I mean, it's not a slippery slope. They're actually literally saying we're coming for these things next, like horror games that are gory or something like that. Or even like, why has mouthwashing been removed from itch.io? I guess. I don't know. Like, it's something
American Eagle jeans.
Yeah. Oh, because it's jeans, like GENES. People are going crazy. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I don't know.
She's too pretty. We can't have it.
No,
Michelle.
they said it's eugenics because she said jeans.
I know. I understand.
Jeans. It's not even to do with pretty, but it's crazy
I get
talk.
the play on words.
It's crazy talk, though. It's so insane.
It's a clever fucking ad. Who cares?
Nobody who's like 20 now would have survived being 20 in the 90s. Okay, like you guys, I don't know what's happening out there, but people are so sensitive, and everything's the end of the world. And everyone's breaking down and using therapy language and crying on TikTok. And I just want to play some fucking games. All right, John. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your vacation. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us here and give us your beach game tips. I'm sure we'll be back with more of that and what you end up finding next Tuesday when we're back with Rye. Like I said, he'll be talking about Wu Chang, I'm sure, and Killing Floor 3. Maybe I'll check out Grounded and Lord of the Rings. I don't know what's up for me, but there's always stuff to play. Everybody's been saying gaming overload, never ending things to play. We are giving away that Wu Chang in the Discord from cdkeys.com. So if you want to win that, check that out at videogameoutsiders.com, where you can also sign up for Supercast. Swap that Libsyn sub over. They are being phased out, and you can listen to all our shows every week. 20-year back catalog, ad-free, and we're adding more bonus shows to Supercast in your player of choice. And I've been helping people because some people are confused still, John. I've been kind of doing I don't know what the term would be for it, like tech support. I don't know. Yeah, like helping people out. So I'm always willing to answer questions if you have any concerns, but it's very easy. You just click a button. It'll go in any player of choice. So thank you to those who have swapped over.
Yeah, and I saw people saying that, with Spotify, this is all Apple Play, CarPlay friendly and Android.
Yep. People love it. People are like, this is so good. This is so great to not be using that janky app, or like, this is such a quality of life improvement. So we're all happy with it, and we hope you guys are too. All right, John. Have fun.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.